Welcome in Banaue. After a 10 hours bus ride on bumpy roads, we arrive in our hotel, the Greenfields Inn and Restaurant. Simple and clean rooms with friendly and helpful staff. Best value for money. Highly recommended. We went to the Guihab natural pool with waterfall. Only 5 minutes to walk from the street. Refreshing, cold and clear water. Dominic, take a dip.
Smile for it.
Once you get in, okay.
Yeah.
Don't it's not bad.
Tricycles, the usual transportation. You have only a tiny space. The third passenger has to sit sideways behind the driver, but it's much better than walking. The Banaue viewpoint provides us the first stunning view on the incredible engineering of the Banaue rice terraces. The next viewpoint, Ifugao women in their native dress waiting for picture taking. We rent a van to Sagada. Ibis is our driver. Ifugao Muriel Art. The roads are very narrow, especially when under construction or after landslides. The Sumagin cave with hundreds of steps deep in the mountain. We made it only halfway. Inside the cave it's very slippery and no more concrete stairs and handle. Only Dominic made it to the end. Again, hundreds of steps down to the hanging coffins of Sagada. We are tired to do this and take only some shots from the viewpoint. But Dominic made it again. We choose the right time for our trip. The rice stay high and in full green, ready to harvest. The Banaue center area. Here is no big grocery store. All your daily needs you get on the market. All fresh and cheaper than in other places. Tobacco, hamster, and a nice haircut. What else you need? The Banaue Hotel, built in the 60s but still the best place in town. The ambience is dark with wood panels, but it needs a bit renovation. The restaurant with a big wine selection, good and tasty food, and affordable prices. The Banaue Museum. one of two in the city. A peak of history and tradition, small but with a good overview. The dead chair. People who were killed are placed in the front of the house until they are completely rotten. A strange and creepy ritual. The Big Dick Factory. According to the woman, they copy the original size of Ifugao men. However, the most are for export to Hawaii. We are on the road to Patat. It's a dangerous road, the road of the falling rocks. It's a must to visit the Patat View Deck. See the most beautiful rice terraces in the region, the most intense green you ever seen.
You can see in the photo, those are wall panels. These are the emotions of all the invited guests in their wedding.
The second museum in town, the Banaue Heritage Museum, much more exciting than the first one. More interesting artifacts from the Banaue region, the last step in our trip.
The pigs. And then at the top, you can see the hanger. So these are the hanger, and then they hang their baskets so that animals won't steal their food. So they use for witchcraft for both good and evil. Motorcycles they use. So during these days, they use this in Imbaya Festival. So they having a bike race in down the hill. But before, they use this to ano to?
Carry wood.
Carry wood, yeah. Yes, sir. You're right. They hung the head of the one they murdered. So they put this as a symbol that they killed someone. And then once it dry, so they turned it into a trophy like this. So they hung the skull outside their house. We have just bought this from the previous owner. So that's Uncle George. And so he's the one who collects all of this. So we have the current owner have bought this as like this. So we never touched or removed anything from this collection.
Thank you for watching.